Hey, Frog Prince Rana here, and thank you for dropping by. In this video, we'll be looking at Auditing America. This time, these auditors are at their full glory, recording inside City Hall. We'll also discuss the law and understand if what they're doing is protected by First Amendment in USA. One quick note, all my videos are transcribed. So if you're having problem understanding my English, please use the CC button and choose English United Kingdom. This is the one I upload myself and should work satisfactory. Now let's jump right in.
I don't know if you're supposed to be here, you can.
I mean, I can be here, right?
Right.
Okay, thank you. She knows. You see, she's got a badge. She knows this is a public place.
Yes, sir.
This is not Walmart.
No, you can be here. I'm just curious to see as to what, are you from a company? Are you from a news outlet?
Yeah, I have my own company, yes.
Okay, thank you. Please, I don't know if there should be a permit pulled or...
No, there's no permits, ma'am. That's what I'm telling you. It's the First Amendment. This is a public place.
Well, the security guard lady was right in this instance. Well, let's elaborate. City halls exist in almost every city across America. They serve the same purpose in each place. They are portals through which the public interact with local leaders and conduct their bureaucratic business with the government. So going by that definition, our auditor behind the camera can be there. But, and this is an important but, the 11th Circuit had held in a case Smith versus Cumming involving video recording on public streets that the First Amendment protects the right to gather information about what public officials do on public property, and specifically a right to record matters of public interest. But public streets are traditional public fora, in which First Amendment rights are generally quite broad. The insides of government buildings are generally non-public fora, where speech can be restricted as long as the restriction is reasonable and viewpoint neutral. The court concluded that the same principle applies to video recording and decided that a ban on such video recording of people in City Hall without those people's consent was indeed reasonable. The government, like any private landowner, may preserve the property under its control for the use to which it is lawfully dedicated. Likewise, a government workplace, like any place of employment, exists to accomplish the business of the employer. It follows that the government has the right to exercise control over access to the government workplace in order to avoid interruption to the performance of the duties of its employees. Based on the preliminary injunction record, the ordinance places reasonable restriction on recording at City Hall given its purpose and context. The purpose of City Hall is to conduct legitimate public business, and the ordinance restricts recording within City Hall without the consent of those being recorded. Exempted from this prohibition are public meetings and law enforcement activities. If someone violates the ordinance and refuses to stop recording, the city considers that person a disruption of city business. Let's continue.
No appointments. I have a lot of people told me to come around, check up on you guys. I think you guys are doing an excellent job.
Hold on. How someone walking around recording can establish if someone is doing an excellent job? And what does check up on you guys even means? Well, I know what it means in some context. A parent checking up on their kids, or an employer checking up on employees. But that doesn't apply here, does it?
Especially you. You opened the door for me when I came in. That was very nice of you. We have thousands watching, so you're giving a good name to the Coral Gables city.
He means the door that is kept locked, which we'll soon see.
No, let me open up for you.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Don't worry.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Hello, ma'am. How are you today? Doing good. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes, Natalie Flores, and it's 10841.
Flores,
Yes, can I help you with anything?
what are you offering?
Oh, I absolutely hate that statement. Do you think he's trying to get a reaction?
Oh, do you need any help, any assistance?
Oh, no, I'm just taking pictures of the city hall. Were you called here because some guy's taking pictures?
I was called here. during
For that?
the code call because somebody was. Is there anything else that's going on?
Well, no, they said it was perfectly okay for me to film. No
Did they? I don't recall seeing that in the video.
one.
Okay, just go
No
ahead.
one-
Give me a second. Okay, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of figure out what's going on.
Okay, you mind if I come along?
No, you can wait here.
I could also come in, right?
I'm conducting an investigation right now, so
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
go
You
inside
can-
and
you
talk
can-
to her, but I don't need you following me.
But I can if I want to, right?
You're not gonna impede in my.
Oh, I would never. I would
Okay,
never.
So I'm giving you a direct order for you to stay right here.
Are you telling me a lawful order that I can't go in? I can't go into City Hall, ma'am?
No, sir, you can go into city. Hall.
Okay,
That's
good.
what I'm saying.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk
Then
freely,
you
and then
go
you can,
inside,
and then
I'll
you.
go ahead and speak to whoever I need to speak to.
Awesome, thanks.
While in most cases it is legal to videotape someone in Florida, it is not legal to record a conversation unless you have the consent of the person or persons involved in the conversation. Florida is what is known as a two-party consent state, which means that all parties involved must give their consent to be recorded or overheard. So when the police officer is going to assess the situation, this auditor following her and recording is definitely not legal.
Tom, stay with him.
Am I being detained?
Like South says, this is one of their favorite sentences. If I understood the officer, she basically asked someone to stay with the auditor. Buddy, you will know when you're being detained.
No, sir, you're
What's going on?
What's going on? You tell me.
I don't know. I just got here. I was out working a crash. They said somebody was here filming. I just came to see what's going on.
Oh, that was the only reason. Filming.
That's all that we were told.
You guys usually go around getting guys with cameras?
Well, especially when the guys are in a government building, I guess.
I was told there was a disturbance with somebody with
Oh,
a camera.
disturbance? I didn't even speak to anyone.
How do I know, man? I go by what's told right here.
Well, it sounds to me that somebody may have how do you say? Done a false police report? Oh, it's locked, bro. The lock. You have to the lock, bro. The lock.
Oh, all right.
Why does she keep saying stay with him? Am I being detained for taking pictures in a public place?
We're trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, you already did.
Did you come here to see somebody? Did you come here to talk to somebody?
No, this is the city hall. We're allowed to come in here, right, and walk freely and take pictures of everything. I haven't bothered anyone or spoken to anyone or anything.
Not entirely true. City Hall holds various confidential informations such as children's data, financial data, or health information. Earlier we saw the auditor filming a worker and her monitor was visible on the camera. There will also be part of the property that public are not allowed in.
So why are they calling the cops?
Anybody can call the police if they feel there's
No. That's not how it goes. We don't have unlimited funds. You see, the city doesn't have unlimited funds. You can't just call the
Somebody felt
police.
there was a reason to call us. They call us, we respond, we figure out what's going on. If nothing inappropriate is going on, we go about our day.
Honestly, if these people had any real concern about funds, they would pack up their recording device and go home. Instead, they purposefully waste the state resources.
Can I have your name and badge number, officer?
We'll get it.
What is it?
I'll give it to you in a minute.
You can't give it to me right now?
You can read it. It's right there.
Is that how you would tell a judge?
Huh?
That's not how you would tell a judge.
You're not a judge.
No, I'm his boss too.
You are?
Yes, I'm actually.
You have ID?
Wait.
Prove that you're a judge's boss?
I am a citizen of. I am a citizen that finances this entire operation.
Let me see your ID since you're the judge's boss. I gotta prove that.
Oh, the brain-dead auditors and their concept of being a citizen means they are every government employee's boss. Well, at times I do think that these people have no real job, the concept of a job, and what a boss even means. Newsflash for you, dummy. You're not a judge's boss. Actually, next time you're in court, use the same line. That would be a fun video to watch when you are being held in contempt of the court with a hefty fine. I do like the police officer though. Yes, auditor, show him your ID that you're indeed a judge's boss. If you are Chief Justice, you definitely have something to prove it.
We have a lot of police officers here for a guy with a camera, that's for sure. How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
Awesome. Just walking around the city hall taking pictures. Why do we have so many police officers here for a guy with a camera?
Because you're in a government building.
Which means I have the absolute right to walk freely in here? This is not Walmart.
Freely, but we're going to figure out whether or not it's legal to videotape it.
Really, sir? You should have figured that out when you became a police officer. What about the First Amendment?
No, you're 100% right.
Okay. Freedom of the press? You forgot about that one?
Well, first of all, you're not press. And First Amendment allows you to record in public as stated earlier.
How you doing, ma'am?
Okay, what's your name?
I'd rather not say.
Okay, no problem. I don't need your name right now. Anyway, it's not a big deal. Okay, so I mean, you're free to be here. You're free to record. You know, we just, as long as you aren't causing any form of disturbance and you aren't doing anything incorrect.
Okay, but I understand, but
do you need any help from us?
Yes, I actually do, because we have a lot of police officers here, and this is a waste of resources. So we need to figure out who made the false police statement that said that I was creating a disturbance.
So you can go ahead.
You're creating a disturbance right now.
You can file a public records request.
No, but we're here right now. I mean, you brought 6 cops over
It's
here.
a procedure. If you want to go ahead and obtain that.
I understand, but when somebody breaks the law, you make an investigation. Filing a false police report, it's a crime.
Well, if a person knowingly provides misinformation to the police when filing a report, then they could be found guilty of filing a false police report and other related offences. Filing a false report to mislead the police could be considered to be obstruction of justice, as they waste police time, money and resources. The law places the burden of proof on the prosecution to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the person who made the false police report satisfies the element of the crime with which they are being charged. Our auditor highlights a paragraph that reads, "Filing a report that results in someone's wrongful arrest." He hasn't been arrested yet. Has he to go down that road?
Sir, you're a cop. Button up your shirt, first of all. Then learn the Constitution. Then know that we have freedom of the press. Freedom of the press. Okay? I'm gonna go ahead and get going. But you guys should learn the Constitution, especially you, sir.
Well, one thing I will agree with. Police officers enter the profession by taking an oath to the US Constitution. And they do need to know, as they're the human face of that said Constitution.
Hey man, who said I was doing a disturbance? I'm trying to find out. Do you work here? Are you the supervisor?
No.
Do you know who called the police and said there was a camera guy creating a disturbance even though I wasn't speaking to anyone? Oh, he's saying no. No what? Don't interfere in my investigation, all right? Don't interfere in my investigation.
Well, you're about to be interfering in mine.
I'm not even talking to you. Focus on your job.
I'm doing that.
Oh, I'm not talking to you. Who's talking to you, bro? I'm not. That's what you would say if you wanted to arrest me, right? But I'm not interfering. You can't multitask.
Information for this auditor. If charges have been filed against you, you can ask for a copy of the police report through the DA's office. This report contains such information as the names of all people involved, incident description, and date and place of the incident.
Tell the person, whoever called the cops, shame on them. I don't understand why they call the cops, bro. You see, I'm a private investigator myself.
Due to the large size of the USA, you must become a private investigator in the US by becoming a licensed PI in the individual US state you're resident of. Applicants must have 2 years experience as a licensed private detective with a licensed detective agency, or at least 2 years experience in law enforcement with a federal, state, county or municipal police department, or has a 4-year degree in criminal justice or related field from an accredited university. I wonder if he indeed is a PI or saying he is like a PI. If the behavior of an auditor interferes with the operation of government or the ability of other members of the public to use a public facility, an auditor may be removed from public property they would otherwise be entitled to be in. Check State versus Blair from 1992. The local government entity can also act to prevent filming in areas of its facilities that are not open to the public. Auditors' access to such areas would constitute trespassing, and any conversation recorded would be private for the purpose of RCW 9.73.030. That being said, we may hate the fact that these people waste government resources, but technically, this auditor was not doing anything illegal, at least in the video we just watched. Well, that's all for today. Drop a like if you have enjoyed this video. If you want to be super awesome, please consider subscribing and so on. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated and helps with YouTube algorithm. Anything would help. Thank you so much for watching. Wherever you are, have a safe day. Signing off.